Well, may as well start the morning off over here. Morning, cowboy. Morning, buddy. Yeah? Be nice. Ruby. Oh, that chick with the patches come around the corner up there, sneaking up behind, kind of behind her mother. Nope, gotta turn the other way. Maybe she's gonna run all the way up here. Good morning, Sapphire. Good morning. Huh? What? Your hairdo's changed a little. Looks like you've been rubbing it against something to make it curly cued. Yeah, I'm slow this morning. Pups went out about 3:45 and peed. And pups made a lot more noise. Pups went out at about 4:15 and pooped. And I couldn't get back to sleep. And I stayed up late. Watched a movie. Don't remember ever seeing it. Cliffhanger was on last night. I don't even know what channel. Maybe 1:30 on Dish. American Movie Classics, I think is what it is. Rarely watch those channels, but last night Desperado was on, and then that was on, and I had no idea what time I finally went to sleep. I just know that the 2 or 3 hours sleep I got wasn't enough, and I never got back to sleep after taking the dogs out. I just laid there, so that's the worst thing for me. I should have got up and stayed up, because laying there, everything hurts. So I'm really not looking forward to packing these, but somebody's got to do it. Well, little Hopey Dope. Oh yeah, and Penelope. And these two, they're going to try to get my bucket. November 25th, I think, is when we have Craig check date. So I'm going to try to gotta get the freaking bull runs cleaned out. Get them bacheloring it again. Yes, that's what we got to do. Why can't you do it for me? It'd be nice if you would. I don't see any cows anywhere. There's a reason, because I can't see through these trees to see that they're standing in the feed barn wanting out. After I got done feeding, I locked them in. So I opened the gate at the bridge to come back here. There really ain't shit back here, but, you know, the only moisture this has had back here has been, what, the maybe 1.5 inches of rain we've had since May. And the dews. It's much greener than it was last time I was back here, but, you know, it ain't growing. They'll still eat it all up. Other side of the creek, it's probably 8 inches high for a good share of it, where we could water. So I didn't check to see if this fence over here is hot, but it's all up. No reason why it shouldn't be hot, other than if it's unhooked up at the corner, which I didn't look. I'll check that on my way out. And I'll go across the bridge, open the other gate that brings them up by those fir trees there, and ride back and check the rest of the fence. And Tylynn was firing up the pressure washer when I went by. I thought she'd do it in the afternoon when it was warmer, but I mean, I'm sitting here, granted I'm in the shade at the moment, but I'm sitting here with my coat on and I'm not warm. Oh, and look who came with me. Redman. What do you think, Red? Say good morning, everybody? Huh? Yeah? I don't know if that's just him getting away from the puppies or him saying, hey, look, I'm still young enough to do my job. He ran all the way down the lane with me with a little hop, skip, and a jump because he still favors the one leg. Kind of like you just watched him shift there. And I told him he's going to wear himself out. Yes, I know. You're a good boy. Yeah, Red's a good boy. I hope he doesn't fall. Yes, I know. Yeah? Uh-huh. Yeah. And you were a pup once. You who never got rid of your baby teeth. Yeah, he's still got his baby teeth in his head. Never got any adult teeth. I'm hoping he doesn't follow me clear up and around. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad if I could just cross the creek right here and go to the top of the hill and check the fence on the way back around, but I can't. The only place around here we used to be able to cross with the bikes is right over there. Road comes around underneath those trees and right where it comes out. Used to be a spot there we could cross. Other than that, you really can't. Okay, are you ready to get to work? Yeah? Okay, we'll get to work then. Becky, open the gate up there. Don't think they're happy, do you? Even though there's not a lot there. I'm going to show you something. This is what they just got turned on. Kind of crap over that way, and really should have watered where they all went into down there, but you know, it got what we hit on it. This got watered good. And back there, maybe look on the other side of the fence. That's the piece we just took them off of. And yes, you do hear killdeer. I would have stopped, but Becky was waiting for me to get down there so she could open the gate. There's at least a dozen of them out here right now. I don't know if you can see any of them, because I can't see the screen well enough to zoom in on them, but there's a dozen on the other side of the pipe. Just about down to where it's unhooked down there. There's 4 or 5 on this side of it. So they're still here. But anyway, if I knew what we needed for pasture yet, if we had to water this again or not, if I knew we didn't, I would be in there with a little disc trying to smooth that up. Pat it up, smooth it up, it'll get rid of some of the weeds, and there's 100 years of seed bank in the ground. So every time we cut hay, we knock seed off, it goes to the ground. And it doesn't always sprout right away. And the next field over, the hay field, I can see the strips where I goofed. Like along the fence over there, it's nice and green, and then there's a strip that's not so green, and there's a green strip, a strip that's not so green. Why? Because I had the thing set to go a quarter turn and not a half turn. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. They're still happy. My beautiful bride waiting for me down there at the bridge. She don't like coming up this side because there's a tank trap in there. It's the only way we can keep it from staying flooded all winter. Don't know why it started doing that, but it did quite a few years ago. Well, 10 years ago, I guess, is probably when I dug it. Yeah, it looks like I made a mess in the driveway today. Becky decided she wanted to cut some stuff on the back side of the house, so over by the house and right around by our bedroom. And some of the pieces just didn't stay in the grapple. They were too little. Bunch of shit over there's got to get cleaned up too. Oh, come on, focus in on it. Yeah, you can see the different color right there. That's a whole bunch of leaves and little chunks. Bad thing is I apparently buried the grapple second bay in the big bale barn. It was the second thing out from the versatile, and everything else was shoved in there. Oops. I mean, I'm gonna need it because at some time the stuff will get loaded up on a truck and go elsewhere. Too much of that stuff is not good for livestock, so we put a burn pile out there somewhere. We gotta make sure it gets burned right away. And I ain't gonna burn shit right away. It got damp, but not that damp. There was a 3-alarm house fire at Carlton today. I have no idea what caused that, but 3 alarms on the house fire, that's pretty good. And down in Amity, a brush fire. So probably somebody thought they could burn their brush pile and found out they shouldn't have. But a pretty good pile to get rid of now. Excuse me, throat only gets scratchy when I'm doing a video. So, helped her trim some stuff. Got that done. Somebody's coming in the driveway. I think Ty said Amazon was bringing something today. So I better go check. Well, I got this done. Freebie straps from Hobo Freight from a while back when Ty and I were in there. Got the good ones instead of just the pull-em tights, so it's tight. It ain't going anywhere. Zip tied the switch to here and put the end on so I could plug it in because it came with battery clamps. And Becky's trying to get the pups to go back in now. That wasn't Scamazon that was here. It was actually a neighbor who lives up the Creek Valley. She hadn't heard that Mom had passed. I apologized for that. We used to farm most of their place. She was just talking with her daughter-in-law who lives half a mile up the road up here. And she said, have you heard anything that, are they about a celebration for Pat? And she's like, what, they celebrating her birthday or what? She hadn't a clue. And this is a lady who Mom and her emailed almost daily. And she says, yeah, I didn't think about it when I wasn't getting any emails from her anymore. Oops. So anyway, that's our day in a nutshell. Feeding's done. Pups made it out to go potty, although Becky said one of them did poop in the house. They've been in there for a while. They got too warm for them after lunch to be out in the open sun in the pen out there, so need to do something a little different. But anyway, had a nice conversation with the neighbor lady. Now she's up to speed. So, and Ty got everything done to that baler she can do with it down there. She's got spots in it. There's open tubes and stuff that she says I can't do it there. I gotta dig it. So it will get back to her in the shop. I don't know when it's going to get done. I really don't. Becky's got to take Bandit, the blue pup, to the vet tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, it's an early enough appointment that she can't call and see if they can slip the other two in. So she'll make an appointment for the other two while she's there. And right after lunch tomorrow, Becky and I got to go in, sit down with the insurance, because 'tis the season to go over all that stuff again. So it's Becky and I this year instead of me and Mom, or it used to be me and Dad. That's what I was doing the paperwork for yesterday was, not that I want to show that we got too much value because then they want you to pay more for insurance, but yeah, anyway. And I say that's finally done. Hopefully that's a good one. Mom picked this one out. It's made in USA with global materials, so you know what that means. They probably got all the plastic stuff from China, and probably got the pump from China, and I thought it said where that was made. It doesn't. It just says what size it is. But it looks like a pretty decent one. The pump sounds good. We'll see what it does when it's got water in it. Those little plastic pumps have actually surprised me. They're sealed up pretty good. Haven't had one go bad because the bearings got wet. I'll put it that way. And anyway, that's enough gabbing. I'm done. Mom may or may not be happy that her bike's got this on it, but it was going to go on it anyway when she thought she was going to go out and do some of this stuff. Had she not used her backpack sprayer for Roundup and Crossbow, we and some other stuff she had that kills everything, it would have still been dedicated for spraying the broadleaf like the tansy and the groundsel and blackberries. Because now we're mixing Weedmaster and crossbow, because whether it's a woody plant or it's just a leafy plant, it's going to get it. And Weedmaster's about the only thing that'll get tansy. Becky says, I've killed it with my kills all before, which she kills all this crossbow and Roundup. Yeah, but you've sprayed it like 10 times and it still bloomed, so it didn't make any sense to... You killed the plant, but... Anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all had a great Sunday, and hope everybody has a great Monday.